2021. So I thought I would sit down and put away the ornaments on the tree. It's time to put away the Christmas tree. I am not the type of person to sit down and write out goals every time it's the new year. I'm a very goal-oriented person with too many goals, to be honest, like throughout the year. So if you were to ask me like in the middle of the year, I probably could tell you like 10 goals that I have for myself all the time. Having gone through 2020 with so many unexpected things, not being able to travel, see my family, not being able to distract myself, I guess, with more things on the outside, it has made me more aware of the things that I have kind of avoided thinking about. So those are the things I do want to discuss in my video today. If it's on video, it's final and I do have to focus on it. Let's organize this as I talk. So the first goal that I wanted to set for myself was to be loved and love others. I've had a couple of run-ins with my friends and just a lot of misunderstanding, miscommunication, and unnecessary drama, really. And I decided I don't need that in my life. This time that I spent thinking about that and worrying about that took so much time and effort. Of course, with dealing with some of those issues, I have made new friendships and strengthened friendships that were already existing. I want to make sure that I acknowledge the people that love me already for who I am and accept me for who I am, my family, my friends that have always been there for me, and just be thankful in that love and not take that for granted and put that aside and say, okay, I don't have issues with those people, so I have to deal with these issues and these people. I don't want to do that. I just want to be true to my real friends. I just want to be someone who is accepting and loving. And I'm not saying that I'm not, but I want to be someone who is more accepting and more loving. That shouldn't be too hard to do, right? Just love the people I love already. But expressing that love is the part that I struggle with. Like, I love someone so much, but I wouldn't tell them I love them or, you know, hug them or hold their hand or something. I'm not a huge physical touch person with friends and family even. I just find it awkward and I'm a little bit shy. Maybe that's something I want to work on, and saying it verbally too. And people need to hear that. Just as much as I need to hear that I'm loved and cared about, people need that too. And I sometimes don't recognize that right away. The next goal I have is to spend quality time with my partner. So as you know, if you have been following my channel for the past several months, you already know that Nathan and I spend a lot of time going on adventures together and setting aside special time to be with one another and try new things together. That has helped us grow closer this past year. I met him in 2013. So it's been over 7 years of knowing each other and being each other's partner. A long-term relationship comes with comfort too, and just being too comfortable with where you are in your relationship and forgetting to go on date nights and forgetting to do those romantic things that you used to do when you just started dating. And it's not because we don't want to do those things anymore, it's just because being at home together is time spent together. It's hard to go out there and spend money and time on things that you could do at home if you tried, you know? But this past year, with everything being on lockdown and having to find new things to do together, has helped us grow so close. And I recognize that and I value that. And with the new year, oh, I just broke something. I hope to continue to spend quality time with him. When we took the love language test, the 5 love languages, quality time, physical touch, gifts, words of affirmation, and acts of service, we both ranked quality time as #1. Being intentional with our time spent together, not just putting on Netflix and making food and eating it in front of the TV together. That's important, and that's always a great way for us to spend downtime, and I do that all the time. But also going on special little trips, even just to drive, even just getting food to go and sitting in a park, just looking at each other without looking at your electronic devices, without watching a show, just talking to each other. Next goal I have for myself, can you see, is to challenge myself in my career and academically. If you are someone that knows me really well, you know that I'm always doing something, just something else to get better at my craft or do something to keep my brain stimulated. I just think that's so important. Just vocabulary even, and reading and following up on current issues and things like that. Those were just not my interests. And that's weird because my best subject in high school was writing and reading. This year I am going to be taking some courses, some classwork. So I'm looking forward to that, and just looking forward to learning something new and being a student again with a full-time job. It's going to be really hard, but I am up for the challenge, and I just want to do as much as I can before, I have a bigger family and just a busier life. I feel like when I'm learning new things, I feel successful. I feel like I'm moving forward. I'm not just stagnant. I don't want me, the version of me right now, to be the version of me for the rest of my life. I want to be more intelligent. I want to be more thoughtful. I'm sure I'm going to be complaining about this later and be like, why did I ever say I wanted to do this? I always do that. I take on too much sometimes. But the decision's been made. I've already signed up. No going back now. The next goal that I have for myself is to exercise consistently. I've already started working out again this year. I want to make it a goal to exercise at least 3 times a week. I want to be fit and stay in shape. And I've noticed that I've lost a lot of my muscle. You probably don't know that I've spent majority of my childhood and my teenage days being an athlete in school. I was always on the track team. And my specialty was the 300-meter hurdles, believe it or not. I still remember the butterflies I would feel every time I had to run a race, but I was pretty good at it. I was pretty fast. After high school, in college, I ate a lot. Classes got busy and schoolwork was too much to handle along with exercise. That's just an excuse. If I stay fit, then I can continue to enjoy the things that I love, like being out in nature, staying active, playing sports, and swimming, things like that. The last goal that I have is the most important goal. It's a goal that I set every single year. I don't know if I have been able to achieve it fully. So I'm gonna set it again as a goal this year. It is to be in the moment, to live in the moment. Maybe I should do an MBTI video sometime soon. Maybe you can tell from my videos or the way I live in my vlogs. But I'm a very goal-oriented, schedule-oriented, let's live today for tomorrow kind of person. Like, I'll do stuff today so that tomorrow will be an easier day, and then tomorrow I'll be living for the next day, and basically just living my life around goals. I don't know why I'm so crazy about it. Why can't I just be relaxed? Nathan is the opposite, and he just loves being in the moment. He's like, oh, I'll worry about tomorrow. And that really helps me stay grounded. I want to be someone who counts their blessings in that moment and just is thankful for that day, thankful for the things that are happening that day. I think it's important to have a schedule, have a to-do list, and have goals. But I think if that takes away from you focusing in the moment and living and being happy in the now, then it's an issue. Oh, it's so sad I have to put this away. I don't know how I ever fit this doesn't it come off one more time? Oh. One of my biggest accomplishments of 2020 was starting this channel, and it is still a small community. It is just a space for me to be myself and showcase things that happen in my life. I feel like through YouTube and posting my videos and growing my community on my channel has shown me how to be more grateful for things in life. And my life is just ordinary. It's not special, it's not grandiose. It's just your everyday average girl just living life. Seeing that people feel at home watching it and people feel like they can relate to me, it's just helped me see how wonderful life is already. And as ordinary and normal my life is, that's the beauty of it. Thank you so much for watching, for listening to my rant, and for supporting me always. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and like the video for more. And I'll see you in my next video. Happy New Year! 새해 복 많이 받으세요.